Hello and welcome back to The Last Door. Today, before we go into the last episode, we're going to go into the extras and see what we've got. If there's an extra that comes after the final chapter, I kind of don't want to do it because that seems like the place you want to end the series. So maybe I'll do it afterward and put it in the video before the final episode, but that might do a spoiler, so maybe we just won't do it. Alright, there's only one this time for some reason. The Mask with No Eyes. The inner circle is gathered once again. A whole cycle has passed since the last playwright traveled to the land of shadows and fog. Now the Mask with No Eyes has chosen a new bearer. The path between worlds will be visited once again, and the veil upon human eyes shall be lifted forever. The playwright meets now. The custodian of the threshold. An ancient being guards the door of mist. May the playwright take its light and stand by its watch unnoticed. Four wisps of fog shall reveal the truth. 1. The fire of dawn scorches through the barren desert. 2. The austral flame shines within the dark forest. Oh, we're wearing the mask with no eyes. Is this Devitt? The boreal embers brighten the dark sky. I think the word is boreal. The pyre of Zephyrus glows in the dark ocean. The playwright will stand in the center. And the curtain will be drawn at last! And then its eyes were open. I'm gonna have to look at that in the editing. Alright, here I am after the game is over. Turns out there are no more extras. Time to do season finale, episode 4. Previously on The Last Door. After Kaufman's sudden death, Dr. Wakefield travels to the island of Ellismore to search for the ancient Chronometon, a supposed path to the other side. He discovers the island inhabitants hide a terrible secret. They instill primordial terror in ritual subjects for them to cross the door and come back as hideous abominations. Wakefield is himself subjected to this ritual and transported to an endless land of fog, where he finally seems to meet his missing patient, Devitt. He must be stopped. Hey, it's Alejandro. We have not come this far. To see our work ruined now. And I hope we get some real scary stuff this time. Harkening back to Season 1. Season 2 just hasn't been as scary, as frightening as Season 1 was. We left the black waves of that sea behind and walked through the mist. At times, gusts of wind parted the mist, revealing a barren landscape under a dying sun. At first, I could not contain my many questions, but Devitt's only reply was a grave silence. Eventually, I lapsed into an uneasy quiet and resolved to follow my patient, I knew not where. We wandered through the vast desert without any apparent goal. On occasion, vague shapes appeared in the distance, crumbling towers and abandoned cities lost amongst the rippling dunes. The passage of time lost its meaning. I had traversed that world all my life. All the world's life. Our journey was eternity. Then, the man at my side, whom I had followed so long, stopped. He spoke for the first time. We are nearing the threshold. It is the starting point, Doctor. The first place to look. I will be waiting on the other side. Remember this. I will not be here forever. Darkness will light your way. But then, you will be alone. Season 2, Episode 4, Beyond the Curtain. This is what I was hoping for from this season. Let's go this way. There's nothing this way. Old, ruined city buildings in the distance. What could my companion have meant? The threshold. I knew of this. Strange memories returned to me of another life, before the desert was my everything. And those cryptic words, "Darkness will light your way," it was not the first time I had heard them. They were from a dream, a terrible dream, when I had begun to follow the trail of my missing patient and taken my first steps to uncovering the secret world of the Veil. Oh, there's a place to go. Let's get the fast travel. And people to talk to. Ooh, the playwright. Are all of them here?
In this place, the ancient shadows created by human reasoning tremble in sheer terror. Its name is Jailathal, the Last Curtain.
The scorching light of this dead sunset bleeds through my petrified fingers. My eyes burn. I feel them melting like candle wax. These ruins, built by beings long forgotten, grant access to the last threshold. You are welcome to enter the ruins, but you will need to find your own key in order to reach the threshold. Let's go this way. Go that other way that we could go. Man, another way that... Oh, I guess there's an archway. It's kind of like a doorway. Another way that I could have missed if I hadn't accidentally hovered over it. More people. Look to the sky. It reaches to the earth, but will never meet it. Can you see the magnificence of its infinite horizon? The cold, unattainable, all-embracing darkness? This is the outer limit of the threshold. Not far from here, the black waves of truth wash upon the veil that covers human eyes, and it falls apart.
There is no death but rebirth. There is no void but awakening.
A path winds into the forest, but these trees are too dense for me to go any further. I wonder if something's gonna make the trees move. No, I didn't mean to talk to him. Just wanted to walk over here. Raise your arms, for the wind calls our name. The hour has come for us to take flight one last time. Where are we going? A building? A light is on inside, but I cannot see the room clearly. Phew. A silhouette of a strangely shaped head and a hand. The pendulum strokes are sickly slow, but they seem to keep time in this place. There's no way to go over there. I can go over here. And I walked all the way across the room thinking there was a way to go over there, but it's on the other side. Whew. The paintings lack any form or composition. They are a uniform shade of the purest black imaginable. I assume the other painting... There's paintings on the ceiling. There's something inside the birdcage. It's some kind of root. It seems to have a human shape. Yeah, I was gonna say that. That looks like a person, like a misshapen doll. The ceiling painting say anything different? Nope. The door is locked. What about this one? That one's open. I wish the fog were not quite so thick. I wish I could see a little better. Actually, I'm gonna get this quick travel before I go on. What have we got in this? Did we even go downstairs? I don't remember. I guess we must have. Something in a cage? There's something inside that cage. A shadow staring at me with dead eyes. You want something to eat? No? That looks like a human, vaguely. I can see something in it, no, through it, as though I were staring into a dark void. Off in some remote distance, colorful shapes flow in seemingly impossible patterns. Ah. Jeremiah Devitt, Edward Street, 24 Westminster, London. Correct. I should cease stalling and send it. Set the plan in motion. But what then? Is this Anthony Beechworth? Lead my old friend through this dangerous journey? The shadow is gone. There's something on the cage floor. Don't think I want to reach in there. A rusty key. Oh well, it's a key. The cage is open and the shadow is gone. Something that I noticed is that between horror stuff, my voice seems to get higher, and I think that's like a reflex being like, okay, this is a scary situation, I'm not a threat. Always fun to psychoanalyze oneself. Okay, it's not always fun, but it's occasionally fun. There's spooky stuff, I'm just gonna walk past it. A large crack in the wall. A few rays of unearthly light stream through it. Is that supposed to be sky? Hills? Is the sky up here and then grass here? Or desert? Green desert? Okay. The words of my father. So much has happened because of them. Alejandro swears that this time we will succeed. That Hupo will undo all our mistakes, free us from the terrible haunting gaze. That's the bird. But they're both birds. But should we not accept the consequences of our actions? So much suffering, so many deaths. For what? What have we attained so far? So many tests were needed to find it, and now that we have, all these books, their secret knowledge concealed for generations, waiting for some fool to unveil it all again. Small bird that managed to lead the others through the treacherous fog. Raimundus chose an apt name for the compound. This letter, Videte ne quisat. It will be enough, I think. It's time to send it. I'm just not sure that's the right thing to do. Oh, there was more to examine, though. Okay. The shadow has vanished. A slate disc. Alright, that's all that's in here. And that's all that's in here. Also, I can use the disc on the piano. I mean the clock. Alright, now time to see what's over here. More ways to go. Rocks have been piled up against the wall as if to conceal something. I bet I can dig through those. Ugh! The ground is soaked in blood. Black feathers are strewn about. What happened here? An old gramophone. There's no disc. Nothing over there? Well, there is a disc now. When I put the disc on the gramophone, it started spinning on its own. Wait, is that a melody coming from the house? Oh, I can't turn it off. So it looks like there's a bunch of stuff that was just from the previous chapters that's just piled here in this, whatever this place is. The Veil. Or are we beyond the Veil? Another door. Not super creepy. A little bit creepy, but you can see that it's just a shadow of a statue. It's just the shadow of the lynx projected on the wall. And here's the lynx again. Lynx. I took it for a stuffed lynx at first, but I think there's actually made of wax. Oh my, I accidentally broke off a piece of its mouth. And it's just an item now. The wax lynx is now missing half its jaw. Those don't go together. Can I open this? Nope, the hatch is locked. Alright, so I think I'm officially out of places to go, so I'm gonna have to start looking again for new places. Revisiting places I've been before. Nothing here. Oh, there is something here. Ugh, there's a dead cat on the floor. I think it's rotting. Her eyes are missing. Yeah. Something on the floor beside her mouth. So I have a golden key now. Cage is open, the shadow is gone. So now I think it's probably time to go back to the temple. Right, I haven't been in the temple yet. And I said I should find my own key. This might be the key I need. Okay, back at the temple. Time to go in. Where are we? The man at the entrance said that these ruins contained the access to the threshold, but I see nothing. Devitt said it is the starting point, the first place to look. Darkness will light your way. What did he mean? Oh, I see myself. I'm over here. I see nothing but ruins. What was it Devitt said? Darkness. I'm looking for darkness. I do not see darkness. There's ruins over there. Something in here. It looks like a furnace. Looks like a poster for a theatrical show. Okay, I totally misviewed that. But it has neither a title nor a date. Well, I can take it. Perhaps it will prove useful. The fourth witness is still... We still can't see who he is, because his face is still blocked out. I need to go to a place with darkness. Maybe we have to wait till it gets dark? Does this... Can we combine things? This reminds me of something. Yes, I remember it was once fashionable to make impressions of church brasses and other inscriptions. The practice was to overlay the inscription with paper and rub it with wax. I did not know that. Okay. I guess I just try. Okay, combining everything. Alright, wait, what am I doing? Impressions of inscriptions. So if I have some text I need to read. It's like on stone or something. Well, you mentioned wax. What if I give you wax? Nothing? Oh, I can walk over here. The path is blocked by sharp rocks. I cannot make my way through. I am too tired to go on, to keep seeking what was promised us. But at least here I am safe. Safe from the terrible hazard of peering through my own shadow. I don't need to cover the root with blood. I don't want to ruin the wax jaw in this blood pool. The poster is going to be ruined here. So we gotta put something in the blood. What about the... No, this is just isn't gonna work, right? We need some item to clear the rubble. Oh, duh. The key lets me go up here, probably. Huh. I forgot there was a hatch that I hadn't opened in this room. It's quite dark. Well, darkness lights my way. You're not darkness. Okay, I'll talk to you.
You are of no worth to us anymore. There was barely any worth to begin with. Is this really the best option your supposedly brilliant mind could envision? A few meaningless words,
a pathetic attempt of your guilt-shattered conscience to remedy the situation, and then you hope to wash the blood from your hands with a cheap exit. These look like women, so I'm giving them a woman's voice. Look upon yourself, Anthony. See what you have become. Witness your only true legacy. Back from the first game. Is that Mr. Beechworth? I see something through the shadows, slowly taking form. Another flashback. There's a bird in your room? Anna, sweetheart? How did this happen? Too late. It's too late for us. But he still can choose. I have to warn him. Have to warn Devitt. That was a weird effect, especially with the pixels. Where am I? I'm where the level started, the chapter. There's something on the ground, near where the masked person was standing. It's a fragment of a broken mask. A piece of a Greek tragic mask. Are we gonna get parts of different masks to put together? This person still has a mask. Jaw mask piece. No. Okay, this isn't the start. This is outside the house. Yeah. Ooh, this is different now. Are those Greek letters? There are two curious symbols engraved on the wall. The one on the left could be a psi, but I don't think the one on the right is a Greek letter. Alright, let's get this in wax. This reminds me of something, blah blah blah. So if I rub the wax jaw on the poster, yes, I copied the symbols onto the poster. Alright, I wonder if there will be, okay. No, don't dip it in blood. I wonder if there are going to be more symbols, because that thing is longer. It was me not figuring out whether I wanted to say larger or longer. The ladder is broken. Oh, the rocks are out of the way now. Okie dokie, this looks like Wakeport. Or Wickport, whatever it was. A large sea stack just off the beach. It seems to have a lonely demeanor. Is that what those rocks are called? Sea stacks? Can't walk along the beach? Alright, what's this? There's a hole in the ground. I've seen gardeners digging holes like these when they need to transplant trees. So it's a huge hole. These trees are the only reminder of life around here. It's as if they are guarding the statue. But of course, transplanting small trees, because big trees have big roots. Shadows linger in Jyalathal like insects trapped in a cobweb. At its center, the spider lies in wait. Let's wax this. Let's not. Okay. Underneath the statue's hood, there's an empty hole where a face should be. I remember seeing statues like this in Professor Wright's garden. The question was, is this here because it was like the garden? Or was the garden like that because of this? Because the professor knew about this. An ancient oak stands tall above my head, casting an eerie shadow upon the building's wall. Darkness lights the way. Look through the shadow. So it's interesting that there's a comment on this tree, but not any of the other trees. The shadow of a child is sitting in the corner, shaking in terror. And there's a chalk eyeball on the chalkboard. As if peering through a keyhole, I can see things moving in the darkness. Oh yeah, we have been looking through shadows, haven't we? What is that? I like the style, but those themes. Does Lena approve of this kind of art? You have not lost your old sense of humor, Alejandre. Even after what happened, do you not recall the sight? I would erase the memory if I could. I find that painting makes it easier to bear. So is this the painter that we met at the asylum? What brings you here anyway? It has been years since we have heard from you. I thought our old cause had long been forgotten. Listen, Ashdown, what if I told you I have found a way of crossing safely? And I don't get anything from that this time. Dazzling light shines through the window. But not this one. The shape of an eye is painted on the blackboard. Surely I have to get something from coming into here. I mean, lore is fine and good, but I want to progress the story too. Maybe one of those other masked people has disappeared and dropped a part of their mask? Oh, there's a cave I just haven't gone in. Maybe it wasn't open before. Okay, this piano made me think of Mario 64.